developments coming out of Limpopo, where the MEC for Social Development, Nkakareng Rakgoale, says a 34-year-old man who's accused of killing 7 women should not be granted bail. He's due to appear in court tomorrow. That man allegedly raped and murdered 7 women in and around the Polokwane area. Their bodies were discovered in a space of just 5 days. For more on this now, we're live to our reporter, Pelane, Phakgadi, who's live to us now from Mankweng in Limpopo. And Pelane, no surprises, reaction coming in thick and fast from the provincial government.
From the provincial government, the reactions, of course, are coming through, and already the Department of Social Development saying that the man accused of the hideous crimes should not be granted bail tomorrow when he appears for the 3rd time in the Seshego Magistrates Court. He already appeared 2 times. The first time when they appeared, he then agreed with the law enforcement officials and pointed out to the 7 graves where he had left the woman, and that, of course, led to the second appearance where it was postponed to tomorrow. So that will be in court to give you the details. But just in reaction, joining me now is witness Tiva, the spokesperson to the MEC of Social Development in the province, that is Nkakareng Rakgoale. Witness quite a shocking incident that had happened, a hideous crime, and this, of course, is what the province is against. You don't want bail tomorrow.
No, thanks very much, Pelane. As the Department of Social Development in Limpopo, we really welcome the breakthrough that has been made by the police, and we hope that their investigations will unravel more information around this particular act of violence meted out against women and children. And as the department, we really want the court not to grant this suspect bail, looking at the seriousness of the crimes that is facing. And gender-based violence is one of the social ills that we are experiencing in the province. And when the justice system is coming, also coming into the whole picture, this gives a bit of hope to our people. This gives hope to government, because we are determined to ensure that people whom we describe as vulnerable are protected at all material times.
Are you worried? Because it now seems to be a trend. The young people are being kidnapped, women and as well as children in and around the facilities of the city of Polokwane.
No, it's very worrying. The fact that women and children, actually there are some incidents that were reported in the Sekhukhune, Mopani and Waterberg district, and these incidents involve people whom we describe as vulnerable, children and women mainly. And if incidents of this nature are continuing to happen, that is where we are saying that all stakeholders, we need to come on board, regroup and find a way of really ensuring that we have a zero recording of cases of missing persons, because in most instances when these children go missing or women, we find them at the later stage. We find that some of them have been killed or abused by the perpetrators, and it's our belief that if harsher sentences are meted out against this suspect, that will serve as a deterrent to would-be abusers of women and children.
We're going towards the 16 days of no violence against women and children. Some of the programs that you may be lining up to try and ensure that there is that activism sparked within the communities and meet out really these kind of hideous crimes.
Yes, there is a plan or a program that has been set up for the whole 16 days, even beyond, where we're going to see the Deputy Minister, Mayor Zulu, joining hands with the MEC for Social Development here in the province, going to different areas, visiting different service centers of the Department of Social Development as a way of creating an awareness around the dangers and effects of gender-based violence. And we are happy to see National also coming on board, and as President Cyril Ramaphosa has already declared gender-based violence as a second pandemic to COVID-19. So this really shows that as government we are really determined to ensure that we clamp down on incidents of this nature, and we are calling on all community members to join hands with government. We are very delighted that we have got progressive media houses such as yours, progressive media houses that are able to come on board as well in terms of assisting us for our messaging to communities.
Witness Tiva, there is the spokesperson to the MEC for Social Development here in the province, Nkakareng Rakgoale, and this, of course, is quite a hideous crime that has came through in the country and in the province in particular. just 5 days, the bodies of 7 women have been discovered in and around the Polokwane policing area, and as well as the Western MEC and Mankweng. A quite difficult matter to report on. We'll be going, we've already gone to one of the families who've been tracking down the others, and as well as to talk to the police about their continued investigations into these matters, and whether or not there may be a syndicate operating in the area which may be calling for concern to the residents of Polokwane and surrounding areas. Ayanda?
Really troubling developments there in Mankweng. Thanks very much indeed for that update. Phakgadi, our reporter, live to us there from Limpopo.